Hey everyone, welcome back to Money Mind. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss on our weekly content. Today, we are diving into something that may sound a little surprising: Latin. You might think of Latin as a dead language, something you only hear about in history classes or old movies. But what if I told you that learning Latin could actually set you up for a much more successful life? Sounds crazy, right? Well, stay with me here and I'll explain why Latin is more relevant than you might think. In fact, it could be the secret to unlocking a ton of success in your life. Let's dive right in. Latin and career opportunities. Okay, let's start with career opportunities. Latin might seem like something for history buffs, but trust me, it has real-world value today. If you're planning to go into fields like medicine, law, or science, Latin could give you a huge advantage. Think about it. Most medical terms are derived from Latin. If you understand the language, you'll have a much easier time understanding medical terminology, which is often a real challenge for students. Terms like auditory, cardiology, or respiratory come from Latin, and by learning the roots, you'll quickly understand what they mean, even if you've never seen the word before. Imagine this. You're studying your medical exams, and you come across a new word. If you've studied Latin, you can break it down. Cardio, meaning heart, ology, meaning the study of, and suddenly you know what it means. What's the power of Latin? The same goes for law. Legal terminology is full of Latin phrases. Phrases like habeas corpus, sub poena, or quid pro quo are used in legal settings all the time. Understanding these terms in the original Latin form gives you an edge, whether you're pursuing a legal career or just trying to understand the law better. Even in science, Latin plays a huge role. Scientists use Latin to name species, and Latin is still universal language in scientific classification. So, whether you're studying biology, chemistry, or even astronomy, Latin is going to help you make sense of those technical terms. If you're planning a career in any of these fields, mastering Latin could be a real game changer. But there's more to Latin than just career opportunities. Learning Latin also gives you a deeper understanding of Western culture. Latin is the language of some of the most influential thinkers and writers in history. The ancient Romans and Greeks were the intellectual giants of their time, and their ideas still shape our world today. By learning Latin, you get direct access to the works of Cicero, Julius Caesar, Virgil, and Ovid. Some of the most brilliant minds to ever live. Imagine being able to read the Aeneis by Virgil in its original form, or the De Bello Gallica by Julius Caesar. These aren't just old dusty books, they're the foundation of Western thought. When you understand Latin, you're unlocking a whole new level of insight into history, politics, philosophy, and literature. It's like time travel. You're directly engaging with the ideas that built the world we live in today. And this doesn't just apply to ancient history. A lot of modern Western culture, including our art, literature, and legal systems, are deeply rooted in Latin. You'll start noticing Latin influences everywhere, from the names of cities to the mottos of universities, and even phrases used in popular media. Now here's where it gets really, really powerful. Latin introduces you to Stoicism, one of the most practical and timeless philosophies, not only to achieve success, but also a great life. Stoicism was a philosophy of ancient thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. And it's all about mastering your emotions, focusing on virtue, and accepting the things you can control. Sounds like a recipe for success, right? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, is one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, and his writings and meditations are still studied by leaders and entrepreneurs today. By studying Stoicism in its original Latin, you get deeper understanding of these teachings. Stoicism teaches you not only to stay calm in the face of adversity, but also to focus on what you can control and to let go of what you can't. Think about how powerful that is. In today's fast-paced world, where we constantly are bombarded with stress, distractions and pressure, Stoicism gives you the mental tools to thrive. It's about learning to act with purpose, stay grounded and bounce back from setbacks. All things that are essential for success. Many of the most successful people in history, from business tycoons to athletes, have been influenced by Stoic principles. And by learning Latin, you will directly engage with Stoic texts, understanding them in the way they were originally written. This gives you a clearer, more authentic understanding of the Stoic mindset. And trust me, that mindset is a huge asset when it comes to achieving long-term success. Learning Latin also builds mental discipline. It's a language that requires you to focus, practice, and persevere. Latin grammar is complex with multiple cases, declensions, and conjugations, but this is exactly what it makes it such a great exercise for your brain. By mastering Latin, you're training your mind to think critically, pay attention to detail, and solve problems, skills that will serve you well in every area of life. Think about how much more resilient you become when you tackle something as challenging as Latin. The process of learning it step by step teaches you patience and persistence. And discipline doesn't just help you with Latin. It transfers to everything you do in life. Whether you're studying for exams, working on a business project, or improving a skill, the discipline you build through Latin will always pay off. Now you might be thinking Latin sounds like a lot of work, but here's the thing. Learning Latin can actually be a lot of fun. It's like unlocking a hidden code. Once you get the hang of it, you start seeing connections everywhere. You'll find that so many English words, phrases, and even expressions come from Latin. So as you study, you start to notice Latin all around you, from literature to science and even in popular culture. Plus, there is a sense of accomplishment that comes with learning a language that's been around for centuries. It's not just about memorizing rules or words, it's about discovering how language itself works. And all language we speak is based on Latin. And there's something really satisfying about understanding something as ancient and powerful as Latin. Well, there you have it. Latin isn't just an ancient language. It's a tool for success. Whether it's helping you in career, giving you a deeper cultural understanding, connecting you with Stoicism wisdom, or training your brain to be more disciplined, Latin offers a ton of benefits. And you don't have to be a scholar to appreciate that. By learning Latin, you're setting yourself up for success in ways that you probably never imagined. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below if you've ever learned Latin or if you're thinking about starting. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and embrace the power of Latin.